Hello, I'm going to do a quick tutorial for you today. Real quick, I'm going to show you how to export the hatch square from AutoCAD to PDF. We're going to open that PDF in Photoshop. We're going to make sure the dimensions are right and the resolution is right. And then from Photoshop, we're going to save it as a PNG. So as you can see here, I have my hatch square. And before we go any farther, um, you don't for your final product, you don't want this red outline here. You want your diagonal hatch to be the actual border for the drawing. So in layer, we are going to just turn off the box. And as you can see, it is no longer there. And now we are ready to plot to PDF. So we're going to go to Layout 1, and we're going to type in plot, enter. And I'm using the CTB LA Light for this one. Make sure everything is set correctly under printer and plotter. Make sure it is set to AutoCAD PDF general documentation. Make sure your paper size is set to 8.5 by 11. And before we go any farther, we're going to do a preview just to be sure that the borders are correct. And they are correct. We could escape. And then from here we could press OK. I'm going to save it to my desktop because I need to grab it for later. I will call it LA111, example layout 1. Make sure it is a PDF, and then we're going to click Save. It's going to pop up on Acrobat, and it looks good on Acrobat as well. So I'm going to close that out. I'm going to minimize AutoCAD. I'm going to open up Photoshop, and all we're going to do here is we're going to grab our file, which is right here, and we're going to drag and drop. A new box is going to open up. Make sure in image size it is the correct size. See, mine came out a little short. So we're going to resize to 10 by 10. And then right here where it says resolution, make sure this is set to 300. This will ensure that your quality doesn't degrade when it opens up in Photoshop. And with all that looking good, we're going to press OK. And as you can see, it's kind of hard to tell, but this checkered background means that it is transparent. And for example purposes, I'm going to show you how to flatten an image, which should bring back the white. So in your layer tab, we are going to right click, and we're going to look for flatten image. Once you click flatten image, the white will come back, but since we are saving this as a PNG, we don't want this white background. But just to make sure that your lines are there, this is how you could check. And since they are, I am going to undo, Control Z, and the transparent background comes back. The final image you want should be transparent, so there shouldn't be a white background, and that is the purpose of saving to a PNG, because that is the only file type that will preserve the transparency. And now, with our image looking good and exactly how we want it, we're going to save it as a PNG. So we're going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to call this Hatchbox 1. And make sure it is set to PNG in this scroll down. Once it is set to PNG, we can save. Okay. As you can see, it should be saved, and it is right here. And I have on your image viewer, it'll be transparent, but when you print, it'll be white. I hope this helps you guys out, and good luck.